see my foot, and that worries me. Just so you know, I see my foot. Oh my God, Bon, you are such a dick. It's not even funny. Okay. Hi. Welcome to Tuesday. Welcome to Tuesday, February 6th. Dennis is running a couple of minutes late. He's in Ybor City at his Italian class. I'm not exactly sure why, but that's what he does in his spare time. So yeah, he's learning how to be
he's a Renaissance man.
Gindaloon, if that's possible. Let's talk about today's show. Yes, and for the chat there, I didn't know it was Autobot Al. I thought it was Autobot AI too. I was reading this as we were waiting to come on stage. But yeah, okay, now we know it's Autobot Al. And no, I'm not wearing sandals tonight. I am wearing my official.
Here we go.
I got a show.
I don't even know what kind of show we do anymore.
I'm wearing my pink.
I'm gonna tell my mom to stop listening.
My pink zippy sandals, which I'm not
My
supposed
mom
to.
was like, "Ay, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué está pasando?"
So yeah, let's discuss today's show and what happened and all that good stuff. Okay, Jeremy Harrelson wants to know, where's that clip of Beth making out with that guy from? What show is that from? Do you remember?
I do not. She did a handful of those really crappy shows.
We did.
She had one where she was giving a dude a foot massage during poker.
Yeah, and
she
then
had another one. She was a foreign model.
Yeah,
she was a gold digger.
Yeah.
Wide range of acting chops. That chick.
I have my same stupid, you call them Harry Carey glasses yesterday, which I find hysterical. But this is the same ones, except they're clear. That's all I could find right now. So
yes.
I'm just stuck with them. Sorry.
Have you ever been to Wrigley Park? Wrigley Field?
Nope.
It's a cool place.
You know, when we used to travel for work, one of the guys I used to work with named Joe. Hi, Joe. I know he listens.
Hey, Joe.
Sometimes. His whole thing was that we had to go. He wanted to go to every single baseball park. If we were traveling during the springtime or whatever, he would absolutely get tickets to a baseball game. So
it's always great. It's great to go to, if you have time, to go to a local ball game, especially like Boston and Wrigley Field. Obviously,
the problem is baseball.
Wrigley Field is so cool, though.
It's so boring.
It's so cool.
The best stadium I've ever been to is the new one in Seattle, which is right downtown. You've never
no history. No.
Did you me? You've never been there.
I've flown into Seattle, so I've seen it.
My God. Okay, so
hey, listen, I will put Wrigley Field up against whatever Seattle's playing any day of the week.
I don't care about this conversation. Sadly, if John was here, he'd engage you in this conversation of silliness. I don't care.
Well, you know.
I don't care about baseball. I don't care about the baseball fields.
It's a historical. I mean, Babe Ruth pointed to right field and hit a home run, or so the Mets goes at Wrigley Field.
Whatever. So is the Parthenon, but you don't hear anybody talking about that. So what? You took a dump there or something? Who cares? I don't know. Baseball sucks. Baseball's boring.
Yeah. Okay.
I have gone to baseball games.
Yeah.
My iPad with me so I could read.
Sorry, it's not as exciting as going to Nobu.
You're such a dick. All right. So here's our show.
Those California rolls?
Yeah, nobody eats California rolls at Nobu unless you really just don't eat sushi. And then if you don't,
well, you know what? That's when I'm going. That's my ride or die.
Yeah. Okay. I know John is missed. I know we miss him too. There's nothing I can say. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to report. As the days go. And by the way, I have to send out the StreamYard link for everybody to log on. I send it to him every day. Yes. Every day he is included in the email. And sorry. So today's show, let me see, what can we talk about? I mean, it was just awful as usual. It's getting worse. Who was it that said the most brilliant thing, that yesterday's show was so awful and they're going to get worse, which means that's the best show?
Oh, yeah, we talked about that last time. This is sadly the best show you'll ever hear.
Yeah, and that is true. So
and it's also the worst one ever at the same time.
So here we are listening to the best show and the worst show. I was kind of stunned and amazed at everything that's going on with Vince McMahon. I haven't really been paying attention to that news, but holy shit. I mean,
when you're off 4 days a week, you tend to do bits. They're like at least a week old.
I know, but I feel like I was not on top of Vince McMahon. in any way.
Well, apparently a lot of the wrestlers were.
A lot of people were, but he's really a vile, disgusting old man.
But who didn't know that already?
But
once again, like we were talking earlier today, it's like, and I mentioned the whole Owen Hart thing. The dude dies in the middle of one of these like Thanksgiving wrestle, whatever the hell it was.
Yeah,
these specials. He died, and they're like, let's continue.
Is that on video somewhere?
You know what? The what led up to it is the actual accident. I think has been scrubbed.
Okay.
So so it's like, if after the Owen Hart thing, if people say, hey, you know what? Maybe he does have a heart. There's something wrong with you, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's actually a vile, disgusting human being. So we're going to get into that just a little bit.
Yeah, he is.
He talked about that.
And you know, and just like the Stern Show, they're at least a week behind on the current events.
Yes, of course they are. Of course they are. So yes, when you're out for 4 days, sometimes 7, sometimes 8,
you're right. He was out for. It's been a minute since he's done what? He was off last week, and he did like a couple of shows before that. He was off a week before that.
Highlight of the day was not a canoe trip, a rafting trip that Blit and JD did in the Poconos, and that had to be at maximum September. Let's even give it August, because
absolutely,
when it's really cold. So September, October, November, December, January. So it's at least 5.5 months old. And the worst part of it is that they do this bit, which is seriously ridiculous. I mean, it was as stupid as anything can possibly be. And the worst part about it is it's not even on the website.
Hey, Hooper, you know what, bro? You know what? We don't know what we don't know.
Okay.
It's kind of a dick thing to say.
Okay, so for podcast purposes, Xavier,
it's not cool, man.
You need to actually speak about what Hooper is saying before you talk about it, because nobody knows what you're talking about when they.
You know what? He knows what I'm talking about.
Nobody knows what
he took a swipe at John.
About.
Sorry.
Who would do that? Who would
Hooper
do that?
45.
Okay, don't do that. Okay, because it's not fair to the show. Because somebody will be listening to it on their radio, because, we're so popular on the podcast forum.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sure.
And then people are going to be like, okay, what is it that Hooper said that made Xavier so upset?
No, whatever, dude. Whatever.
Yeah. Arm can take as much time off as he needs to.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Why would you get pissy about it? Who cares?
Hey, Farm Justin, you know what, dude? Here.
Okay, you got to stop. I'm actually going to mute you if you don't stop this. Okay.
You can mute me all you want.
Stop taking personal anything that anybody says in the comments.
Sorry, I like it. John's a friend, bro.
John is a friend, but that doesn't mean you have to read the comments.
Done. Move on. Okay.
For real, dude. For real. It's not even an issue. Shit. You done? You done arguing with the whatever it's called, the chat? All right. We're going to move on. Here's the start of the show. And now you're going to be pissy. And now you're not going to talk at all. Is that the way it's going to be?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Are you done being authoritarian?
Okay. You do understand where I'm coming from, though, right? Like arguing with a chat.
So, okay. Let's move on. How's that?
Thank you. Okay. Here's the start of the show. Let us go on.
Hi-oh! Hey-oh! Rob, come on, let's go back in the studio. Hi-oh! You know, Taylor Swift re-recorded all of her music. Why can't Rob and I record this over again? I don't see how I'm not getting my second shot. We could own our own demos. Call me the American Nightmare. Call me the American Dream. Call me our soul connect.
Why?
Call me anything you need. Shit. I blew it. All right, fuck you. Turn this shit off. Yeah, man, it's aggravating me.
Why? And before that, he went on for about 10 minutes about lamenting about how they could have redone that song. He didn't really know what he was doing. He wasn't really singing properly. He could be so much better today if they were actually going to redo it. And that's how the show started.
I love how he continues to yap about a song that literally was written the same year that the Spice Girls were a thing. That's how long it's been. It's literally the same 1997. And this guy still acts up like, oh, man, who cares?
Well, that's what the show has actually become.
Does that Rico Suave rapper guy, does he like listen to his music, goes, oh, dame a mi, and like, oh, I should redo that song. It's like, dude.
No, the only person who did redo that was Taylor Swift, because she had a huge contract dispute with her agent or her record producer or whatever it was. And, he took all the rights to her music. And so she said, fuck it, I'm just going to redo it all over again.
Thank you, Jay Alexander and Autobot.
Gerardo.
Like literally it is in that same vein at this point.
Indeed. Okay, so
Rico.
He doesn't know what he's talking about anymore, and you're going to see it's kind of evident that his age is really starting to manifest itself in the way he talks.
Dude, he is like the seams are splitting at this point.
Well, you want to hear this one? This is a good one.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, here we go.
I love Rob. He's the only artist who gave me a shot. You know what I mean? Like Rob said, come on, you want to be a rock star? Come in the studio with me. He had some dude there who from 10 Inch Nails. He was involved and
10 Inch Nails.
Well,
not 9 Inch Nails.
No, the guy from 10 Inch Nails. I go,
Christ.
I've heard of 9 Inch Nails. Who's 10 Inch Nails? But the guy was intimidating. He looked like he was in 9 Inch Nails.
Okay, that made me chuckle, I have to tell you, because he really...
He had no clue. And Robin, of all people, corrected him. Jesus Christ.
10-inch nails.
What a piece. You know what?
Oh,
He's such a pretentious douche.
I thought that was pretty funny, though. He had absolutely no idea what he was talking about. He actually laughed at himself later on. Like, he couldn't believe that.
Yeah, sure he did.
No.
He had no choice. He had no choice.
Yeah, because he laughs like when he actually means to laugh, he actually laughs like a little girl, and it's actually it was very kind of funny. But you're right, he still doesn't know, and he has no idea who.
Yeah.
Nails. I'm gonna save that one so that when Dennis gets here, he can listen to it. So then, about a half hour in, it wasn't a half hour in. It was probably about.
Do you think he knows if you showed him a picture of Trent Reznor, he would know who his name is?
He would.
I don't think he would. At this point, I don't think he would.
He would think he was Marilyn Manson. Like he would know. He actually would. He would think he was Marilyn Manson without makeup or something stupid like that. Yeah. Whatever happened to Marilyn Manson?
He got like 1,000 Me Too's.
Oh, is he still?
And honestly, wasn't it his only real success is when Trent Reznor actually did produce his albums, and he had the Beautiful People.
Yes, I love
stuff like that. He had he redid the Eurythmic song, and that's it.
Yeah. All right, so then this girl calls in from California. It's 7:10 in the morning, so that's like what 4:10 in the morning for her. She was probably waiting on hold from like 4 o'clock in the morning, and again, all these calls are all weirdly set up so that he can go into different conversations. So you'll guess, obviously.
This is like the people in the back.
Yeah. Hang on.
100%.
Sherry, you're on the air in California. Good morning.
Hi, Howard. It's good to talk to you. I've always wanted to talk to you. I've been a listener since about 2003. I'm a veteran, and I wanted you to talk to me about Vietnam. I'm having some trouble with PTSD.
Okay. What does that lead Howard into? You tell me.
Can we remind everybody that his son-in-law is Vietnamese?
Is he?
Just a reminder.
Right, he is Vietnamese.
Hooper, how could I ever stay mad at you, bro? And by the way, you're late. I mowed your lawn last night, and you still haven't paid me.
Oh, that's not right, Hooper. That's just
Hooper
not right.
is that guy.
So, yeah, of course, this led into a whole talk about Vietnam and the whole thing. And yeah, I totally forgot that his son-in-law is Vietnamese.
His granddaughter is half Vietnamese.
Yes.
And he's going to go into the ear necklace and all that crap.
Yes.
What a scumbag.
No, it just dawned on me that you're so right. I forgot about that completely. It's cute.
Really?
Well, because I don't care about the kids anymore. I mean, yes, the other one makes some stupid music every once in a while. Please, though, please tell me. Oh my God! Wait, hold on. I have to go.
And he was, by the way, the son-in-law was the one that adjusted the Peloton seat a couple summers ago, and Howard had a complete meltdown that someone touched his Peloton bike.
Yeah, he got really upset that he didn't wipe the seat down, which is kind of.
So there's that.
So there's that. But wait, there was this.
Do you think that Howard calls his son-in-law Charlie?
No.
I don't think he got that. Anyway,
No.
people in the audience will get it.
No, I got it. I don't want it. I got it. I don't want it. Okay, so there was this band who won an award during the Grammys the other day, and I just find it completely amusing that the middle one, I'm going to put it up right now. The middle one looks just like Deborah. I mean, the last one. Tell me she doesn't look like Deborah.
Who the?
This one.
Ooh. What's going on there?
Tell me that's not Deborah. Tell me that's not Deborah.
It looks like Emily, man.
I mean Emily. Sorry. I meant to say Emily. Sorry.
We understood. I'm your spirit animal.
She does she not look like Emily?
She looks like Emily on a good day.
Emily with a little.
We would have to lift the armpits to make sure everything checks out.
Emily, who might be on like prednisone or something, because she's has like some sort of issues. So she's a little. Emily, just a little fluffy, I think, is who she is.
Yes.
But yeah, tell me she doesn't look.
This broad's like in her 20s, and Emily's like 40 something.
Yes. Hold on, let's put up Emily just for comparison. Hold on, let me give you.
You don't really have to.
I know I don't have to, but you know.
I'm just saying.
There she is.
Oh, look at that.
I'm not wrong here. I'm not wrong.
Yes.
I'm not wrong.
No. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's move on. So where was I? Oh, okay. Creepy Sherry gets him into this whole conversation about Vietnam and all that. And then they go into a conversation about Vince McMahon. And it's very weird.
Once again, old news.
Well, okay, maybe for you and maybe for a lot of people in the audience.
Again, I can't wait till April when he talks about Toby Keith.
But not for me, because I didn't know the level of degenerate.
Yeah, but you're not into that stuff, so I mean,
that Vince McMahon was into. Apparently, this one girl who is suing him, which I guess is the reason that he quit the board of the WWE, right? He basically would have sex with her, like they would have a threesome, and then so disgusting, he shit in her hair and told her, now,
oh, come on, don't we all
just stay there and let the other guy fuck you. It's basically what was going on there. And who talks like that? Number one. Number two,
isn't that called a chili dog?
Okay, I don't know. I don't want to know.
I might be wrong.
I think you're probably right, because you know these terms for some bizarre reason.
It wasn't the dirty dragon, that's for sure.
Okay, that's really gross. So I came across this, and okay, dude is 77 years old. I think I got
steroids, bro.
Yeah. WWE Vince McMahon works out
at like a
with personal trainer after Raw and SmackDown, and showed he's a meathead. Still a meathead due to his incredible 3 a.m. workouts, despite being 77 years old. How is that possible?
He's juiced, and he's got nothing but time on his hands.
Juiced.
He's totally juiced, bro. All those guys are.
I mean, how does he not like drop dead of a heart attack at this point? Seriously. I don't know. Well, anyway, so that's him like doing his whole workout thing. And then all these texts started coming out, which were released. I'm going to come back to that. Hold on a second. Hold on. So, buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Oh, buongiorno. Oh, buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
We're on Vince McMahon, and we're talking about the grotesquity that is him.
It's hilarious.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
If it isn't directed at you, it's pretty funny.
It's just weird to me that he would be doing this in 2020, which is what, 4 years ago? Let's go with 3 years because
How old was he
Everybody
then?
was bored back then.
74.
He was 74 back then?
73 or 74. Yeah. I mean, is
Jesus.
that gross?
That makes Ronnie look like a piker.
Oh my goodness. It's really gross.
Wow. I didn't know he was that old.
Yeah, he's gross and old. And so, and yeah, he is weird looking. He's actually weirder looking now, I think. Like he's
face work done. So
guys, where's that Vince McMahon where he looked like Snidely from the here he is. I mean,
oh,
savoir-faire is everywhere.
Oh my God.
Is that great?
Kind of weird looking.
Oh, that's
kinda.
It reminds me of Jan Michael Vincent.
Well, he's gotten lots of work done. He's all jacked up. That half mustache is bizarre. Everything.
You know, he looks like
mustache. The eyebrows.
Looks like,
what? What
he looks like a young Jackie Gleason turning into the Hulk, but then got stuck.
Yeah, he's stuck. He's just weird looking.
He looks like an Errol Flynn that's bloated.
Oh, right. If somebody tried to draw Errol Flynn by memory.
From memory.
He looks like a villain in a Marx Brothers movie.
Yeah,
Katie Aldana, Clark Gable on roids.
Yeah.
Kinda, yes. Except Clark Gable was infinitely handsome.
Frank,
not so much.
Frankie Hulk, I don't give a damn.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's listen to a little bit of Howard's commentary on Vince.
This is so deep and insightful.
It's so deep.
I always thought like Vince McMahon was like the weirdest looking fucking dude on the planet because he's all with like, again, I don't know if the man used steroids or what, but he's got like a tiny head because his body became so big and he's like walking around. And I was like, well, maybe there's a law somewhere that Vince McMahon can't get a girl in a normal way. And it passed a law where Vince could do whatever he wants to a woman because how is he ever going to get anyone otherwise?
True.
What did he just say?
I don't know.
The dude that clearly has a gold digger for a significant, and he's saying that he can't get a girl?
Yeah, I mean, isn't it like, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women.
Money with the pool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Vince McMahon.
For I know he had my friend killed. Hey, I have the best lawyer. Tomorrow you're gonna be working in Alaska.
So yeah, this is him all roided up. I mean,
wow, that's a lot of roids.
It's just kind of honestly gross. He's 78 now. Jesus Christ!
He was 74 years old.
He is my.
Keep in mind though, he still has FU money.
I know.
FU money.
I know.
He's had so much work done. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well.
78 years old, everybody. Wow. 6'2", build height. Build weight is 248.
Oh no, he's much more than 248 with all those roids. Oh my God.
Yeah, and I would tend to think if that's his build height, then he's probably shorter.
Yeah, but even so, he's so wide. He's probably about 275, just as big as he is with all the roids. Oh my God.
He's a bit of a monster.
You
so
think?
I think that roids would make him be I mean, I'm not giving him any excuses whatsoever.
Well, usually roid make you angry. It doesn't make you perverted. I mean, that's like a whole other level.
Perpetual hard on. I bet you he's got like this whole thing going on. Oh, is this the Chris Jericho reacts to Vince McMahon? Who's the guy that you were saying was the guy who died?
Owen Hart.
Oh, Owen Hart. All right.
Blue Blazer or whatever the hell he was.
I don't know anything. See.
Well, I'm going to see Ric Flair on Saturday. So.
Oh my God! Why?
He is the Grand Marshal at the Night Parade. I swear to God, and he's only going to be like 2 floats ahead of me.
Oh my God, that's
dude. I remember seeing him at Comic-Con, and he had 2 goons standing in front of the booth. You can't interact with him unless you pay.
Really? And how much work?
I don't know. Who the hell wants to?
You
All
go you go to Tampa and just go to the bar he's at. You just buy him a drink, and you could interact as much as you want.
Who I don't even know what we're talking about right now. Let's just go back to this.
Let's just go back on this nonsense.
So some of the texts that were released with the lawsuit, sure, why not? Let's have JD read them, because JD, of course, is the right person to adequately articulate the proper use of the English language, right? All right, here we go.
And a drink.
Vince McMahon text.
Then I can see if I guessed right.
There's no blanks. You want to start reading them?
Well, yeah. Let's hear what
right.
Vince had to say, allegedly.
This first one, I love it. That's you, Janelle. You just can't get enough.
Oh, hold on. Let's read along. Where is that?
We're gonna read along to this.
Are we gonna get demonetized if we?
We probably will.
play
If
this,
we
bro?
actually read this, we will be completely demonetized.
Yeah,
There's
let's
no
not
way.
read this, man. I don't think it's worth it.
Stop it.
Okay, bro. Okay, just saying.
Huh?
Just saying.
I mean, really, who cares?
Okay.
Mm,
Eh,
mm.
eh.
Nicholas, thank you very much, Nicholas, for the 7 viddy.
Then Viddy.
It's for my
7
kitty.
viddy.
All right, here we go. We're gonna read along.
Vince McMahon text.
Then I can see if I guessed right.
We're not gonna read all of them. okay?
There's no blanks. You want to start reading them?
Well, yeah. Let's hear
All
what
right.
Vince had to say, allegedly.
This first one, I love it. That's you, Janelle. You just can't get enough, can you? In the future, it's going to be so bad that you'll demand to be fucked twice a day, and not just with name redacted in a 3-way. Why not let others see the beautiful, voluptuous body and watch you shake uncontrollably when you come? They'll go out of their minds. Then I'll find more friends and we'll tie you up so you're helpless. I'll direct them to have their way any way they want. Who can make you scream the loudest? There's a lot of typos in these text messages, by the way.
Yeah, well, texting. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah, he's
With those big-
excited. He's
He's
not
excited and-
proofreading.
And
hear you,
he's got those big Vince McMahon thumbs, that he's crushing that phone as he writes. Excuse me, hey, Fred, stop beating off, okay, pal?
Jesus
Special
Christ.
radio show. Yes, JD.
terrific.
Keep
Maybe I'll just line them up and have them squirt in your mouth, your pussy all over your tits and ass all at the same time. You'll be covered in cum and we'll make you eat it all.
When are
And
guys
try
going to
everything.
realize that girls
So
don't get turned on by
disgusting.
this stuff? This is like
I
male
don't
porno
think he
fantasy.
wants
fantasy.
the this is
So,
All you're gonna get. Okay, obviously, I didn't go into the rest of it, but JD,
so
you know.
do you know what's the most ironic part about that? They had a guy that paid somebody to have a dog lick peanut butter off her privates.
He's the
read
one.
this.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
There is some slight irony in the whole thing.
there is a huge irony in this.
So I just, it never ceases to shock and amaze me how women will subject themselves to this and to people who would do this to them. I've got to believe that there are other jobs available, not in the WWE, that perhaps this girl could have gotten.
Maybe she got really good benefits. You never know, man. She might have had 5 weeks off. I mean, it's hard to get a place to get a lot of vacation.
Oh, you're so cute. Anybody in like tech or like in those stupid new jobs has unlimited vacation. You just-
Or, maybe she had a really good health plan. These things are very important. Maybe they.
Reasons began, McMahon became more sadistic and his fantasies focused on control, such as choking, sensory deprivation, pain, humiliation, and group scenarios in which Miss Grant was to be physically overwhelmed and subservient.
Dude,
So, yeah, again,
Am I taking crazy pills here, or the guy who's chastising this recently had his employees lick each other's scrotums?
Yes, he did.
But
Yeah.
but this is
He-
supposed to
but
be
he's-
a step down.
But
I mean,
McMahon's the
the
deviant.
same thing you're saying right now, Mo. Oh, who needs that money? Well, does Sal and Richard need the money that bad?
I guess so.
I mean, honestly,
so,
it's birds of a feather right there.
Like-
Ugh.
oh,
I mean, Howard.
like somebody who's like 2 seconds from having a heart attack.
Oh,
Seriously.
he absolutely is.
Okay.
Remember, Howard had various people writing a masturbation device in his studio.
Yes.
Dude,
and it would
didn't they
berate them.
dock? Didn't those two do docking with his foreskin? some crap like that, like a couple of years ago. I mean,
Yeah, there was the
there's
foreskin
literally
docking.
no
Yes.
low. So why is Howard making fun of this?
He shouldn't be.
It's the same time Vince could have a podcast
beer
just
into their
describing what
edibles so
John
that
Richard did.
guess which beer it is. Yes. All of
Just
this.
saying.
I don't know. He just creeps me out so much. And
And Howard doesn't, and what he's done.
listen, this is a
No, Vince is a creep.
This-
There's no doubt about that. But what Howard has done with his employees is
It's pretty
listen,
bad.
maybe not as low, but it's the next step up.
It's for the show.
What a show! You know, you'd be a pervert for the show.
Oh, much
Be a
better.
pervert for the show. You
Be a
Right
pervert
on,
for the
sure.
show.
You're blackface
Okay.
TV
Okie
show.
dokie.
You can have all sorts of porn stars sit on the
like-
Caribbean and
You can have a father undress his daughter.
yes,
Because
yes,
that's just it's for comedy.
yes. You can have your mother undressed so that she can get a date or something. You can show your titties so that you can get boob jobs from some doctor
Well, that's normal.
free in Florida. Oh, that's normal. That's normal.
normal. That's kind of normal. All
Get
right.
stuck with
But the rest is
bologna,
really
get stuck with
disturbing.
fish while you're singing.
That's sick.
It was for the sake of comedy. And
Oh
you
yeah, anal ring toss.
talk
That
about
was
it till we're
normal.
blue in the face, but every single one of us used to watch it. Every one of us, and never think twice about it. Right? I'm not wrong here.
Yeah, kind of raise an eyebrow.
We never thought twice.
Kinda raise an eyebrow.
It's just wrong.
Oh,
Exactly.
that was kind of really yeah, no, that was hard to listen to.
Remember the name of it. He
That's
also
just wrong.
this is true. He's also not gay. So it's not seen as exploiting them. Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Ho-ho,
Howard,
not
Howard,
Yeah,
Just being
okay.
raped
man.
and horribly.
Who's the dude that remember when they did like about 5 years ago where allegedly someone was fisting Benji on the air or something like that? Remember that?
What they would do. No, I think it was Perez Hilton, and they went to like a
Perez
hotel.
Hilton, yes.
Somebody's
Yes.
apartment.
Yeah, okay, that's so much better.
Wait, what was the setup for that? What was that? Was it just a tip? I'm trying to remember what the setup was when Perez.
With Perez Hilton, it was
You'll tell
it was just I think it was digit. It was just with digits.
It's just a tip, maybe.
It was just a digit.
Just a tip. Okay, so let's move on from this. I just think that
Please,
like,
yeah.
Perez did a prostate exam.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wait, that's
Vince
right.
is a creep.
Are
Howard
we
is a
really
creep.
litigating the wokeness of the Howard Stern show 20 years ago? No, of course not. We all laughed. We all understood what was going on the show at the time. We didn't think anything of it. So yeah, we can harken back to what an asshole he was. but
Harken.
This is Vince McMahon like in 2020. So we're not talking, 20 years ago. Anyway, it's a vile picture. I can't even look at him anymore. I gotta take.
please, that's most disturbing. I'm gonna have nightmares now. Thanks for the nightmare fuel. Thank you so much.
Can I give you a little palate cleanser? So one of the guys sent this to me, and I thought it was really hysterical. Howard was talking about how on Netflix he loved that whole the making of We Are the World, and we started talking about all the different stupid versions there were all over the world, and this one is just amazing. And hopefully we'll be able to play some of it, but who cares? I don't even care. This is Swedish Metal Aid, and the song is called "Given a Helping Hand."
Oh.
I almost can't take it.
Oh, look at the hair.
Look at them. Just
Oh yeah, this is
listen
the
and look.
80s.
Hey, just savor this. Just savor it. Look at them. Look at them. They
I
look
feel
like
like I'm in Jersey.
albinos who dyed their hair just so that they could look normal. Look at the face on this one behind. So yeah, this.
Are you sure this is not like a price chopper at Staten Island?
It's a.
Hey, that's Jersey.
Hey,
Hey,
oh.
that was Jersey.
Sure,
Look at
sure,
Jersey.
sure,
I see the girls
So they all
chewing the
say.
cud.
Oh.
Gotta go to Jersey.
I'm gonna move on a little bit. Sorry. So then, after they do the JD reading all of these disgusting text messages, they
Yes.
go into the rafting adventures, which obviously happened at least 5 months ago, if not
Oh,
longer.
it had to happen in the summer, like August. I mean,
well, I know that on the Gap,
the
there
Gap.
they release water like into the Gap at like certain points during the season, so that the rapids will be, I don't know, more than just for tubing. And I think that happens like in September or something like that. So let's give them. I'm going to give them early September. I will give them
Okay.
that. Still 5 months. Still 5 months on a
It's
bit.
fresh.
And the worst part about the bit is the fact that there's still no visual component to this. So
Yeah.
we're supposed to imagine that this is something amazing and hysterical.
So that was the immediate comment from Kay Tate and myself is like, oh great, a visual thing on a podcast.
Yeah.
Real going.
So
Hey, this is awesome, an audio podcast. I'm imagining the tent. I mean,
as one, let's close our eyes. Let's imagine that we
on
are
the water.
rafting on the water with them, and just just use the mind's eye as your magical visual for this hysterical and meaningful rafting adventure. Here we go.
Right side, JD. Nice. I'm going right. Left. Good stuff. Yo, which way are you going, dude? I'm trying to get you to go right. I'm going right. That's it. No more rapids for now. Yeah, for now. What is so fucking funny? What did you like about those rapids? It got us all fucking wet. You'll have a better experience if you hold the paddle like this. Split. I'm holding the fucking paddle like this. There you go. I'm trying to hold it,
How is this something that any of us...
Shut up. And now I got a fucking spider on me. The spider will kill your paddle. Don't your fucking shoes up here. That's fine.
Oh,
They killed like a half hour with that. I mean, it was all visual.
Ida, remind me, and I will let you know where you can listen to the show.
Why? She's so much happier now.
I know. Just listen to us. You
don't want to listen to this.
Really not missing anything. There's nothing.
You really don't. No.
Yeah, so I'm like, this sounds really exciting and thrilling and amazing. Let's see what they have on the howardstern.com interwebs. Let's see what's going on there.
3 old guys.
3 old guys. Okay, so there we click for video.
Another old guy.
Medicated Pete interviews Andy Cohen. I skipped that completely today.
It was really horrible. Horrible. Not even bad. Horrible. The only thing I remember from that was that Howard's going, well, if I was there, Medicated Pete, I could have asked him to show me his cock, and it would have been okay.
No, thank you. No, thank
you. Jesus.
Howard wants to see Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. Sure. Howard reacts to Trevor Noah's Grammy monologue, Sternthology, see what's playing today, and Stephen A. Smith.
Angry Smith.
That's all we got. And
where is it? Where's
no adventures. There's nothing fun going on. Let's even go to X, aka Twitter. Let's go to Stern Show and see what's going on there. Stern Show. There we go. Let's see. Medicated Pete. Okay, with Andy Cohen. Howard wants to see Taylor Swift. It's the same thing that they put. Howard reacts to
Trevor Noah. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
What? I love to see this social media team because they seem to be really not very good. They have to be over 50. They don't know what they're doing.
20 years ago, this special woman moaned her way into our lives.
Oh, dear Christ.
Virus. Why?
Because Marcy loves...
been seen in forever.
Marcy loves anniversaries.
Mm.
She's the one that started that whole thing, the anniversary stuff, for no reason.
Oh, well, that's why they have 70 people, so people can get together and make lists and make notes of things that are important on the show. So here's the intro for Paul Giamatti. Let's see.
Oh, God. This is so bad.
There's no sound either.
Oh, that's really awesome. It's just a video flicking. That's really awesome stuff. How boring.
I mean,
yeah,
he didn't say one name.
How boring is that Paul Giamatti thing going to be? He's going to talk about a movie he did with him 27 years ago now.
First off, I love the fact that he sounds like Baba Booey. Really, he really does. He has. I don't know why they don't know that. Let me see if I can.
Oh yeah, it's just Baba Booey with better teeth.
Okay, let me quote this. At Stern, because you can't reply, obviously.
No, they won't allow that at all.
You realize that,
and then tag Gary in it too.
That Paul sounds exactly like at what's his name on here?
Robert Abui. Robert A. Bowie.
Robert A. Bowie.
There it is, right there. Gary Delabate.
With
Baba Booey.
Better teeth.
Better teeth. Okay, a little chuckle. Is Paul Giamatti on here?
Oh, that would be
even better.
That would be even better. Is he on there at all? He didn't pay. I guess not.
That's too bad. Let's hashtag him though. Fuck it.
What horrible movie is he in?
He's in some new movie.
It didn't do well. I don't. It's just.
Well, he's nominated. So.
It did. Oh, I mean, well, like in making money, because that's the business movies are in, to make money.
Yeah.
See if they talk about it tomorrow, because it's very, very true.
It's
all right. Let's move on. So
it wasn't Oppenheimer.
I still have not seen that, and I want to watch the Godzilla one, but I don't know where it's streaming. It's not streaming.
It's not streaming yet. In the theater, it was really weird to see it, but if it streams, see it. It's really awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
You have to watch Oppenheimer, then the Godzilla. It's a double feature.
Gojira. It's a nuclear double feature.
It's a double feature.
Okay, so after that, I don't even care about this clip. Some woman calls in about going to a strip club with her husband. There's all these women with problems today. It was kind of weird.
This was all right. So this is Marcy trying to get the Q rating up, and Q rating is basically how you rate with women. So they've been trying this for years now to make it sound like he actually has a female audience, which he really doesn't. Okay. And this call is so incredibly fake that, I mean, she got bored with the script halfway through it. I mean, she was bored with it halfway through it.
Yeah, and then he goes on about how, he used to bring Beth to strip clubs, and, because he was like the ugly one, he was always worried that, the strippers would want to steal Beth away from him.
First, you get the money, the money, then you get the power, then you get the women.
I don't know. First of all, my wife wouldn't be doing any of that shit if I brought her to us. She's like, let's get out of here. What are we doing? I brought Beth to a strip club a couple of times, and I was like, maybe something will go down. And we were in that champagne room and everything. And the girls were totally into Beth, and they were like repulsed by me. So before I knew it, I was like, I think one of these strippers is going to steal my girlfriend at the time. And I'm going to be the odd man out.
Sure. That's exactly right.
So
she's on the phone.
He told that Beth story many years ago, and it was completely different, of course.
Yes.
It was a completely different story, and now all of a sudden, they didn't have any fun. From my remembrance of that story, it was kind of a wild time because
she went a few times. It wasn't just once.
Yeah, it was a few times, and the strippers gave it lap dances. They probably recognized it from previous dates.
Only did it to bag her man. She won't even fuck him while on top. Okay, this was his birthday wish that she would get on top. She doesn't even do that. She is vanilla. She is Wonder Bread.
Oh, that's basic, as Arn would say. Basic bitch.
Dead fish.
She's a basic bitch. She really is.
Fish, bro.
David says, meanwhile, Beth was probably fucking the 15 Foundation guy at his gallery event while Grandpa Howard and Grandma Robin were none the wiser. Yeah, I think.
I would think so.
Yeah. I think he was after. No, wasn't it the assistant? What was her name? Maria? What the hell was her name? The one he wound up banging, and they all got really pissed about it.
It's probably Beef, but Beefus is somehow in the mix.
No, she's not. It was silly, but silly. So
I don't know. Show the picture of the mom caves thing with that dude. I mean, that was lustreless. That's the most lustreless I've ever seen her.
Please,
that's the only time she's looked happy in like the last.
First off,
happy and horny.
If that guy's straight, it's a lot. Anne Marie, thank you, David. Anne Marie, that's the one he was with. Anne Marie, that's who he banged. That's what Robin thought that was going to be like. What happened to Dennis? We lost him.
You
Hello?
went, I don't know.
Oh. Should we
There
let him
he
back?
is.
All right, if he must. What?
What?
What's going on?
I'm sitting here, all of a sudden things just went away.
What's going on here? It's a crazy world. What is happening? What's going on?
Stop.
I'm scared.
Okay, so then this idiot continues on and says, "Oh, so weird. This was like such a weird thing. Oh, I wanted to show something that has to do with this too. I'm sorry. Just give me 2 seconds here so I
All
can
right, come on.
correctly. Don't you come on me.
I'm just messing
Don't
with
you
you.
come on me.
Hey, Bon, you gonna clip that?
What? What is going on here? I don't Sorry, I of course emailed it to myself and I can't find it. But whatever. Let me play the clip and then we'll come back to it. Stop chuckling. I hate you.
Stuff. I'd send it to you, but that's it.
All right, real good. And
I wanted to tell you one more thing. You were an early adopter of Taylor Swift.
Yeah, sure you were.
You
I
were
was.
like one of the first people. You liked her when she was like 18. I thought it was like inappropriate how much you liked her because she kind of looks like Beth.
No.
And you were
no, I
raving
mean,
on about
This
her.
is so fake.
why she should come in and do the show.
Exactly. Oh my God. I mean, I hate to sound like that guy that yells at Gary, but you know, Gary should pull that and say, "Listen,
Absolutely.
Howard's been a fan since you were a teenager." Get it? You know,
I was early on the bandwagon with Taylor
early
Swift.
adopter, call it. Yeah.
Time for her to
yeah. Wait, hold on.
Pay up.
Can we
Payback.
play the clip of them sitting at the Knicks
Heard
game?
of her.
What? Well, I was
I
just
mean,
I was just
With
Wait,
all this
I'm gonna-
crap that they're throwing at right now, do we remember like when we did the Knicks game?
early adopter. Yeah, I wanted to share with you from Mark's Friggin, and this is from
Howard, you were an early adopter.
2010, where he was talking about the MTV Music Awards and talking about Kanye and blah, blah, blah. And then he said, let me find it for a second. Howard said Justin Bieber's pants hanging down were disturbing. He also said that Taylor Swift is cute, but she's a bore. Howard said he had to fast forward through the Bieber song. He said he tries to listen to that kind of music, but he couldn't stick with it. So he doesn't really care about Taylor Swift. Like he didn't know anything about Taylor Swift. He's just fascinated with her because the amount of people that she can generate at a concert, that she's more popular than him, that she has more followers than he, that, you know, everything about her.
She's more like than him.
Yes.
The other
But,
thing, though, is
listen to what he's saying. They're trying to sell that he was an early adopter, but
exactly,
she's famously sat next to him at the Knicks game, and they completely just stared forward. They even
ignored
him. She
him.
was there.
Ignored him.
Exactly, and they're all having a good time, and Beth and him are just sitting there like.
What was that blonde girl that was with him?
Amanda
Siegfried,
and Royd. Yes.
Whatever.
That one.
But you know, the thing is, this is such a feeble. That was the same woman that had the call with about going to the strip club and having sex. So seriously, then she just jumps into the Taylor Swift. You were an early adopter. No, he wasn't.
No, you
but
weren't.
That's okay. No, he wasn't. I mean,
absolutely, he's not.
I wonder
He's a
what
bandwagoner, bro.
Does she sit anywhere? Does she sit anywhere near Samantha, or do they try to break the girls up?
Yeah. See, here's
Go to the video. Go to the video.
There, I don't. Okay, do you really think I can do everything at the same time? Seriously, hold on. Let me go to the video.
Yes, I do.
Let me go to the video.
Look how much fun they're having.
Yes,
and
I
look
do.
how little fun Howard was having. Sitting there like a lump.
Such a lump. And there's, Beth.
They're like just like that, just like a lump.
Beth looking on forlornly.
Yep, getting ignored.
Yeah, early adopter.
Early adopter, completely ignored.
Yes, absolutely.
Wish they noticed us. And then, of course, they left. So other people. Oh, that's the funny thing about it is that he left. Howard left, and then Justin Verlander is his name, and Big
Kate
Yeah,
Upton.
they took their seats.
Kate Upton took their seats.
That's the greatest thing.
And then they take pictures with them, and Howard.
Wow.
Wah,
Early adopter.
Early adopter. Taylor Swift, girl with bad hair. Sorry. All right.
It's okay.
Let's move on. So, Taylor. Oh, he thought it was really stupid though that during the Grammy she would announce her record deal.
The local newscaster out about Taylor's album, and it's funny. I was watching the Grammys. I went, I don't even know that's a good idea. Like you're going up to accept an award, and she goes, "I have news for you. I have a new album coming out." And I was like, maybe that's not the place to announce it. Like just.
Yeah. Okay. You're stupid.
The guy who had Metamucil Man try to become a thing last year.
All right,
is talking about big people making judgment.
King, he really should never have the king of all media put anywhere near his name because he's obviously a complete moron and novice at media. Because this was an absolute win for Taylor Swift. She actually made a boring show interesting. And the internet broke. She broke
That's
Twitter.
all people talked about.
She broke it.
She did. Not
she broke it.
Fast. Taylor Swift announcing a new album. Like, seriously, I'm fascinated by everything Taylor Swift. Not really. I don't care about her one way or the other, but I am fascinated by her ability to garner such an amazing amount of people following her.
She's likable. That's literally her whole thing is she's likable.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. Relatable and likable. But him trying to comment
you a Swiftie,
that was
bro?
No, my daughter likes her. My daughter's 17. Of course she's gonna like her.
He's a white guy.
So your daughter's the same age as Howard. He's 17.
Exactly, just like Howard.
Young Dennis is a white guy with a teenage daughter. Of course, Taylor Swift is.
I'm Italian. I didn't know we became white.
Italiano.
Dennis, you are translucent.
I am not translucent. I can go out in the sun and not burn. So
you're the whitest white Italian boy I have ever met.
Thank you, Mike White.
You are. You're a white boy. Okay.
Whatever.
Like I'm black, right? Okay, I'm black. Like really, but you are white. You just are.
No.
You're bordering on yellow. You're so white.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's not that white. I'm kidding.
I'm not that white. Good Lord.
The weather's been so shitty here. Neither of us have
I can't even go outside. I'm going to lay out tomorrow. I'm making a point of that, baby. 2 hours.
Sure you are. Sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the weather's going to be shitty tomorrow, too.
No, it's supposed to be nice tomorrow.
I don't think that's true. I think you're lying to me right this second.
No. If one thing I do know, I know my weather.
64 with a low of 51. Okay, got nothing. Howard being a little delusional. I don't even know what the context of this was, and nor do I care, but let's play it.
Part of your hair award.
This is going to sound really terrible and humiliating, but I don't think I'm
They were playing a game, and the woman wanted one of his hair awards, and he said, "No, I'm not ready
ready yet to give away my hair awards, even though they're so stupid. Guys, I don't get a lot of awards in my career. I think I'm a great entertainer and funny, but nobody else seems to recognize me except for my hair. I hear rumors of people laughing in their cars, listening to me and hysterical. And
rumors.
Yeah. Okay.
40,
the
50.
rumors.
Somehow there's no award show for my category.
No, there is no award show for your category because there's no category because you're not a comedian. You don't, and you're right, David. Again, you're so right. Coming out with the truth bombs tonight. One of Howard's cons is that he plays off songs like Metamucil Man as comedy and intentionally bad, but he could produce something good if he wanted to. Don't you guys remember that time though that I ran into Mark Ronson with my girlfriend Lori in the city, and I asked him if he was working on producing something for Howard, and he just kind of shook his head and nodded like, no. That's not.
The thing
Never,
is,
by the way, did not know that he was married to Meryl Streep's daughter.
Really?
Oh
wow.
Yeah,
So,
that's why Meryl Streep was in the front row at the Grammys yesterday.
So the thing is, I almost lost my thought. I just lost. I feel like Frank Costanza.
Hey, what are you drinking tonight, Dennis?
I'm drinking water. That's the problem because I had wine. I had wine in my Italian class. I drank a lot of wine already. So
how do you retain anything in a class while drinking? How do you do that?
It's succede.
Let's say
it's succede.
Okay, so apparently he went through his watching Dennis have a stroke.
Literally,
it happens.
Over. It's just We're just gonna have to continue the show like Vince McMahon. We're just gonna have to go on. So he was talking about his storage facility, and here we go.
Oh, that's what it was.
My bills last night. I'm not going to tell you what I pay a year.
It's still, the bills are still coming in.
Oh my God.
Oh my
God.
You have no idea what it costs to get an air-conditioned facility with archival storage. And all this stuff is like computerized. It's got barcodes.
Can you imagine?
And you look
What's
at
he
this.
talking about?
I have no idea.
All the shit that he stores. He's got a huge warehouse full of shit.
Air conditioning.
Like what at this point?
Calendar he ever did. I mean, just shit.
The bass player from Alice Cooper put out a band and sent the promotional
Put
pack.
out a band.
Somebody wrapped that up in archival paper and put it in an air-conditioned facility that you see, people don't care how they spend my money.
No, they don't.
Ask Beefus.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't care.
Get another cat, you asshole.
The hubris of him thinking that all of this shit that he has needs to be archived. When he drops dead, those kids are gonna be like, let's sell it.
Because I posted that on the thread, was that all this is his doing because he thought he was going to be the biggest thing ever in all of media, and people would want his shit, and he'd be able to sell it or have a museum with his stuff in it. That's what it would be.
Honestly, name two things that would be in that museum.
Honestly,
at this point.
The Fart Man costume, which he doesn't own.
The Smithsonian.
That's been on eBay for like 20 years.
The Smithsonian might take his mic and his sunglasses, and I would think that would absolutely be the most iconic thing about
and that piece of hair, that thing on his head,
and the tendril. But that's all that any museum would ever want.
Could you imagine walking to the Smithsonian and they have the little dummy head and they have that piece of hair on it, and then they have those those glasses, and they have a microphone in front of it.
Yes,
this is Howard Stern.
Yeah. And they'd be playing what would they even be able to play from him? Like, what would you even be able to play?
Nothing. Everything's completely been sanitized.
No interviews. I mean, nothing that he's
great. Done. Wait, no, he can't play The Great American Nightmare. It has cursing in it.
60th birthday bash. I don't know. There's nothing. There's
really
played so that 6-year-olds looking up and say, "Oh, look what's right next to Archie Bunker's chair. There's a microphone. Who's that? Who's that, mommy? Who's this person?"
Not even that, dude.
No,
a piece of hair and some hair.
It would never happen. It would just never happen. So he goes on to talk about how, everybody thinks he has so much money. And then this was the segue from that.
Oh, this is what I mean. Everybody's like, thinks, listen, I don't have an unlimited budget.
Yes, you do.
I don't. I'm a paycheck guy. Okay, I get a great paycheck. I understand that. But at the end of the day, I have to pay taxes. I am a salary guy. I don't know.
What a douche.
You know what I mean? And so everyone assumes I got this money. And you should see the shit that people saved in my name.
Again, every time he lies, he fumfers. Every single time. This is like that's his tell. That's his tell. He talks like this. And
the two synapses are trying to run together. It's not easy.
You know the way when you usually can tell when somebody's lying when you say to them, "Hey, I heard you got laid last night," and they just, and they're silent for a second. And they go, "What? You heard me. You fucking heard me. You just need the moment just to kind of process what I said so that you can just give me another lie."
The dude whose wife continuously takes pictures of cats next to $15,000 purses is going to convince us that he's.
And I was really sorry, by the way. I was re-looking at yesterday when I called Gordo Derp, and then you put up a picture of your dog, and I'm sorry, there really was no comparison there.
Oh, come on. That dog was cute. That dog was cute.
Gordo was a bit of a derp.
Oh, come on. I liked Gordo.
Yeah, the dog did nothing.
I'm not a big German Shepherd person, but Gordo looked like a fun dog to have.
Derp. Okay. So then he goes into this irony of all ironies, which made me chuckle.
Well, I thought my career was going to be important. I didn't know in the future they were going to have podcasts and that everyone has a radio show. There's no such thing as a star on radio anymore. There isn't a person who doesn't have a microphone somewhere in their house. They're broadcasting.
Yeah, you better be a star before you get to radio.
Goddamn.
Wait a minute.
In what
Wait a
space
minute.
continuum is that not exactly who he is?
Wait a minute. Self-aware much? I mean, dude, you're in your house with a microphone.
Exactly.
Podcast.
Oh, Dennis.
What?
He went to 3 radio stations before he went home to the loving bosom of his mommy and went to Long Island and stayed in New York for the rest of his career. Oh, damn it. He owned an apartment for a minute. He is a self-loathing Jew. He is. That is exactly.
Oh, he's self-loathing everything. He's self-loathing everything.
It's just amazing.
He's a self-loathing man because he wants to be a girl.
Oh, look at that.
Oh dear.
Ridiculous.
My boy.
Ridiculous boy.
You know, it reminds me of Commando.
Who's Commando?
Schwarzenegger in Commando.
That's a
face. With the
that
face,
is
the face painted.
That is one handsome looking boy. Yeah. Just that's Buddy for all of you. You would think that like a 7-year-old named him, but nonetheless, his name is Buddy.
Well, Buddy's a good name for a dog. It's a good name for a
of that
dog.
name.
I know.
Stop it.
Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it.
Yes, he is
Stop
doing
it.
blackface.
Stop it.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Okay. Then some guy apparently was on some show. Okay, his name is Rob Mills. I'll pull it up right this moment.
Who?
ABC's Rob Mills. Okay, so again, Howard will always say, everybody wanted me to do their game show. Everybody wanted me for every game show out there. Every single one. Like, yeah, sure. Okay.
Yes.
Take over for Alex Trebek because you're so incredibly brilliant and insightful and you could do Jeopardy. ABC's Rob Mills on future of live in front of a studio audience, whether Golden Idol would work, and wanting Howard Stern to host a game show. Let us get to that portion of it so that we can talk about it momentarily. I'm sorry, I should have been more prepared for this. But
It's okay. We have time.
What's the show that got away from Mills? He said he always wanted to do a game show hosted by Howard Stern. We had some meetings, and this was after AGT. Howard Stern has always said he wants to do a game show. We talked a little bit about that, and then I think ultimately he had huge success with AGT, and I think wanted to go out on top. And he's now doing incredibly well with the interviewing and everything. But I thought it would just been a phenomenal game show. So basically, it wasn't for like, who wants to be a millionaire? It was just like, let us design some stupid, ridiculous game show around you. And like that.
I think it's even more gracious than that. I think he's just trying to be nice to Howard because they probably had one conversation. Like, what can we
talked a little.
We talked a little. Like, okay, so what's your concept of what type of show would you like?
How do you see yourself doing?
And then that was it. And there was never any serious thought.
That was the end of it.
So
he's gonna be sad about it. Go ahead, Dennis.
And the thing is, what really is the real tell on that is that he's just trying to be really a human because he's saying, he did great with AGT. And that he's doing really good with the interviews and stuff, right? And stuff right now, whatever.
Yes, and stuff. So let's hear him lamenting how he was supposed to be such a great game show host. Oh,
God. But then the guys gave me. I've kind of alluded to this, but Rob Mills, who is a great guy, he's an executive at ABC. Somebody interviewed him. I didn't know anybody even interviews Rob Mills. Who knows Rob Mills? But he was. What magazine is this from or publication?
Deadline.
I never heard of that, but it seems legit.
What?
Listen to this article.
Really?
ABC executive. Quote, Howard was the one that got away. Remember, I've always told you that I've been offered every game show under the sun.
Away from Mills?
Yeah.
And and even you, Robin, probably thought I was bullshitting, but it really was true.
I don't think that. I know you take lots of meetings.
I thought that I was, just saying that, but it was really true. There was a point where I'm pretty sure I could have hosted any game show that
Any
you've
game
seen
show.
on television, with the exception of Wheel and Fortune and, the established ones in Jeopardy.
Yeah, the ones that are already
Yeah.
there.
So
Right.
basically all the shows.
Basically everything that's on
Basically all the shows because they're all established.
Masked Singer and something stupid like that. But here's why he didn't do it, just in case you were wondering, because obviously he had the opportunity to do it.
Of course.
Just
Anyway, I was
sorry.
surprised Rob brought that up, but
now that
and
he
I
did,
think about it a lot sometimes, I guess. I do think back and I go, geez, I could have had this game show and it would have been fun. Some of the game shows were more work than others. Some of the game shows really relied on me being very funny, and
can't do
it
that.
seemed like a lot of work. I'm
Name
not
it.
opposed to being funny, but I just wanted a game show where you go, hey,
You could almost envision the fact that if he would have been able to get a game show, he would have wanted like Benji and Will to be like the writers in the back,
Mm-hmm.
and
And an earpiece.
Tony doing the hair and the earpiece, just like he had what's his face that just died. He had
Ralph.
a contract
Ralph.
to like fluff him like during
Oh, and also do his hair. You fluff him in.
yes.
have about it. And maybe drop in a couple of ad libs every here and there, like what Steve Harvey
Felt
does.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah, like what Steve Harvey does on Family Feud, on The Feud.
Yeah.
When I feel like it. Some of them were like more host driven than others.
Didn't happen.
Wow.
Into a whole stupid game show thing with Robin.
With Robin. The one
here's
they
the
did
thing.
Family Feud with one person.
Yes, Family Feud, one person.
Here's
So
the thing:
the-
he's
the
got
funny-
2 channels. He can do a talk show if he wants.
He could,
a game
couldn't he?
show, a
Yes.
talk show. He can do anything he wants.
Because he thinks he's
Still.
on TV, so sure, why not? He does think he's on TV, right?
He
Yeah.
absolutely refers to that piece of garbage app as TV and people recording
But he
it
can
as
see-
recording
he's-
for TV.
Listen, little kids do stuff on YouTube. He can do whatever he wants. He's got the money. He's got the resources. So
got the
I mean, stop
time.
talking about what you didn't do
time.
and do it.
He's
He
got
has plenty of time, but
Exactly.
but he's lazy. He's the laziest
Absolutely.
billionaire on the
If he
planet.
doesn't have that whole support system,
100%.
he wouldn't be able to do it.
So
Go ahead.
you know how you can tell it's truly a lie though is that he can't name a project by proper name. Not
No,
one
he doesn't
project.
want to. I don't think he wants to. I don't think
I don't think he had any.
he loves the fact that what's his face said he wanted him in a movie to play his brother because then he could finally reveal it that he was supposed to play that role, not that he interviewed for it, that the part was not written for him, that the guy who actually got the role won an Academy Award for it. Let's overlook that, and and he even said, well, Howard, to be truthful with you, I did write it for him. I did write it. He wound up getting the role, but Howard still believes that he was a valid property that could, and he didn't believe in his ability
Are
to.
you serious?
And then he tanked AGT's ratings.
Oh my God, did he ever? So
there's
okay,
that.
before we were talking about how he said 10-inch nails. I'm not sure he was not kidding. I'm not sure he wasn't serious on this one either. By the way, here we go.
I like the game for mainstream America. When they see me, they're disturbed by me. A lot of women and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Rob is right though. I was, AGT. I had a very successful run. I didn't want to go on the game show and say, I like the game. Fucking looking at Stern is disgusting. I can't
They
stand it.
looked at you on AGT, Howard.
Yeah, but they
kids
had other
loved
people
you.
to look at. They had Nick Cannon and Howie and Heidi, Melvin. They had them all.
Melvin.
Yeah, Melvin B of the Spice Girls.
Oh, Melanie.
I'm assuming. Well, Mel is short for Melvin. Isn't it?
Melanie.
Oh, Melanie. I didn't know that. Oh, no.
Come on.
Okay. Can anybody argue that this is a 69 IQ? I mean, Melvin, the girl named Melvin.
No, come on. I think he was serious.
He was serious. He's a 69 IQ. He is a moron.
Melvin. Can we just let that sink in for a second?
Melvin. Not Melanie. Melvin. Her name's Melvin.
Okay. That's all I got. Oh, Mr. Dangleton's in the chat, and he wrote to me, and we'll definitely do like some sort of little puppet thing.
Oh, a puppet thing.
He's on
Yay.
board. We'll do that, okay?
Yay.
Then, of course, he jumps right into a Netflix commercial because he never does anything for free.
And what else can I tell you? Oh, I'm just going to tell you something that I would recommend.
Of course.
On Netflix, I'm watching Griselda with Sofia Vergara. It's so fucking good. She's this.
What?
Now listen to him.
I think it was.
Listen to him explain what the show is about. Now, if you had watched it, I didn't even watch it yet, and I can tell you that it's about probably one of the most famous like drug runners. She started out as the wife of like a very important like drug runner dude, and she became one herself. And this is her like life story. And Sophia
Is she being sued?
Is playing the
I think
role.
there's a lawsuit against the
Could be,
Colombian
but
broad.
let's
Probably.
Howard explain to us what this show is about, because tell me he's not reading this. It's kind of crazy.
Sofia Vergara. It's so fucking good. She's this. I think it was written by the same team that did Narcos, which I love, and it's about one of the most
horrible read.
deadly, crazy drug dealers, a woman, and coming up in Medellin, Colombia, as a woman drug dealer. It's like almost impossible. It's like it's male domain, you know.
the team
and
that
she
brought you.
outsmarted everyone.
So-
like this,
Who says that?
That's ad copy. That is
I have not. I saw the that
Watch
little thing you see when
Coming up.
He's reading ad copy.
Right.
That's an advertisement. It
Poorly,
of course, because he can't read anymore. Jesus,
How horrible is that?
it's pretty bad.
From the team that brought you.
The team that
Really?
brought
Narcos, which I loved. I bet if someone said, "Oh, what did you like about Narcos?" he would be,
He doesn't know anything. It's just insanity to me. Oh,
Yeah.
G. Canada says it's a great show. I love she
well,
killed.
that's all you need to know. That it sucks.
Yeah, oh yeah. Wait, the Canadian vote doesn't count.
Oh, you guys.
Wait, did they use the metric system? Is that what was compelled?
Actually, it's 8/10 good. Because
there you go. How many maple syrups do you give it,
how many A's does it get on a scale?
Days, come on, that's not nice. Okay, so here was like a really, really weird. Here's the clip of the night. Here's a really weird and very telling little thing that he said. We were talking about King Charles having cancer. Remember we discussed Sausage Fingers having cancer yesterday, and Howard's talking about how he feels sorry for him. But at the end of the clip, he says something that was really kind of curious. So I'll scroll through it. I mean, it's a minute long, but let's listen to what Howard has to say about Prince Charles and his cancer. Let's listen to it.
they said
I didn't
they
know that.
discovered it because they were examining his prostate. So it's got to be somewhere in the region. But they haven't mentioned anything else about it. But I thought about that. I said, I don't care what you call yourself. Nature treats everybody the same.
Nature, yes.
Yeah, nobody gets a free ride. I'll tell you, I feel bad for that poor guy. Waiting his whole life for his mother to kick so he could be the king. He finally the king. Now he gets the fucking cancer.
And she just kept going. She never got sick of it on anything.
Never.
She never had an incident.
What kept
And
her
he-
going was keeping him from being king. She didn't want it. She loved being queen.
She finally leaves. He's 75, just taking the crown.
Now listen, here we go.
And then he gets sick.
Listen.
Well, hopefully he's got a mild cancer that,
Yeah.
nothing severe like what you have. But
Ooh. Crickets.
Like what you have.
Yeah. So I guess that 100% cured that she ran around with was not true.
Oh.
Well, remember she did have the guy that killed oh my god! Oh god! I'm just not doing well tonight.
Why they call it dope, Dennis.
Exactly.
See,
That's what my shirt says. I'm trying seaweed.
What are you gonna say?
Don't you ever come on here sober again, young man.
Yeah.
I know it's awful.
This is-
It
you know what?
really I
Learn-
need to
live
be
and learn.
drinking because this is terrible.
Everything's a teachable moment.
Steve, Steve, the Steve guy, the Steve.
I don't even know where we're going with this. What was the point of
the Dr. Anus, Dr. Anus, Dr. Plagiarist's guy he killed, Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, Apple guy.
Yeah, just that guy. Same doctor. So of course she's doomed.
Wow. Okay,
that was a real circular way. I'll promise never to do this sober again, everybody.
Please.
Don't you dare. You do it
Tomorrow
every
will
night.
be a bottle of wine. We'll be good.
Hair the dog, Dennis. You know the way it works. This is where it goes. This is how it works.
Sober. This is terrible.
Okay, so then we find out, and this is what I kind of the rest of my clips are about. Amazingly enough, the luckiest man in show business, Gary Fafafui Delabate, goes to the Grammys. Goes out to LA so that he can go to the Grammys. The first clip you're going to hear is him talking about, I guess on the wrap-up show, they did like a quick, in 30 seconds, tell us all the people that you hung out with and or talked to. So that's what they started with. So, and then we'll cut and continue on to some other stuff. Here we go.
I will write that one down. What else? Oh, I should mention too that Gary was in LA for the Grammys.
Unbelievable.
Mr. Hobnob.
What did he do there?
Oh my God. You should see this guy's itinerary. Oh yeah. He needed to be at the Grammys.
Yeah.
Why?
He spent all weekend hobnobbing with Hollywood celebrities.
Well, I
Wrap-up
knew got
show,
a ticket.
Hassan challenged him to name drop as many people as he spent time with as he could in 30 seconds. And here's Gary on the wrap-up show.
All right.
Let's see how many famous people's names you can drop that you interacted with. Ready, go.
Corey Feldman, Kevin Cronin.
That's the source.
Flavor Flav, John Stamos, the Bella Twins.
Wait, these are written down in your phone?
King, David Bryan, Verdine White from Earth, Wind & Fire, Sammy Hagar 3 nights in a row, Jelly Roll, Don Lemon, Mark Ronson and his wife, Bon Jovi, Cameron Crowe, Peter Asher, Michelle Phillips.
What were you looking at just now?
I keep notes on my phone for this exact purpose.
Oh, very.
In case it comes up. No,
for this exact.
No, seriously. If Howard said to me, "So tell me what you did this week," I read it.
Oh,
I might say like, "Well, okay, Mr. Big Show, what'd you do while you out there?"
So, not only was Gary at the Grammys with Ross Apin, of course.
Oh, of course, Ross Apin got him the ticket. I mean, come on.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there a rumor of a talent agent that I was really friendly with Gary up in LA?
Oh yeah, her.
Is it a good idea for him to be going to LA? Just
you mean where she lives?
Dude, that was like
yeah. Okay.
You think she aged out and he found a new one?
I don't know.
No.
Does Lucas need another job? I don't know.
Honestly, Gary can stand to lose a few pounds. Like the guy who's mixing chocolate chips into his peanut butter to eat it as a snack is really not going anywhere. He's really. I think he's given up. He's given up.
I don't know. I mean,
it's over. It's
His
over.
weight is it a 9?
Let's
annoying. Continue
with this fabulous trip to LA. Here we go.
Sounds like a cool event.
He was at
anyway. So getting back to Gary, so the events Gary attended, he saw U2 at the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Fucker.
The Bon Jovi event with Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
And Paul McCartney.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went to a Clive Davis party.
That's the big
head.
Why
is that
party.
big?
Because again, he gets everybody in the music industry to perform, and it's all over the place. So like Green Day opened, but then SZA performed, and then Public Enemy performed.
Whoa!
I mean,
what song did they do? Public Enemy.
They did "Fight the Power," and I can't remember the other.
Come on, Howard, sing along.
Flav up there.
Oh yeah. I spent the bulk of the
He only
weekend.
knows one song from Public Enemy.
Thursday night was Ross Apin's birthday party, and I don't know how, but Ross and Flavor Flav are like best buddies.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a stuffy.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think he mentioned Corey Feldman because Corey Feldman was parking cars that night?
I think so.
He was the first person he saw. Yeah.
Well, all I'm going to say is that
no scratches.
I know that Paul McCartney, Sir Paul, is getting old, but Jesus F, does he not look disturbed?
He looks like an old woman now, right?
He literally is like an 85-year-old lesbian, and it's a little bit disturbing. Here, let me share this real quick.
Please. Where's Paul? Oh, that's Paul McCartney? Oh, Jesus, what is this? Some
How
sort of
tall are
like
these cats? Because I know Bruce is like 2 feet tall. What's going
they're
on
all
in this
short.
picture?
So you know what this looks like? This looks like one of those movies from the '80s where you just get all the old guys together. It's like the cast of
Yes.
Cocoon.
Definitely has plugs, right?
We must save the
absolutely.
orphanage.
Yeah. And Paul McCartney definitely still dyes his hair. Bon Jovi lets himself go, so I'll give him credit for, just trying to be all natural.
And can't sing.
He definitely dyes his hair. Definitely. There's just no
Bruce
way.
looks ridiculous. He looks utterly ridiculous.
Like completely made up. But Paul's starting to, I don't know, he's getting like a 6 head,
Oof.
And
he's like, isn't he like 98 or something like
I
that?
don't know what he is, but whatever it is.
He's 80.
He's old, bro.
Is he like 82, 84?
He's in his 80s. He's an octogenarian, right?
It is shocking that some Beatles are still alive. It really is. It's
Well, two are.
Like was before our time, and then
but Ringo doesn't look bad. I mean, Ringo looks like Ringo still,
Ringo looks like Ringo, but Ringo will always look like Ringo because he always had a shtick. He always had glasses, short hair, skinny guy with like a nice little skinny suit on or whatever.
Peace and love.
Yeah, peace and love. So let's listen. Let's watch this. And
look at that picture though. You got the dude who wrote Philadelphia, the dude who wrote Hey Jude, and the dude who wrote Bad Medicine. How is that even in a thing?
How is that even a thing? Apparently, Bon Jovi had this thing where everybody sang a song of his at this party.
Because he can't sing them.
Jesus.
He can't sing them. That's for sure. That is for sure.
Oh.
Let's hear some more Gary in LA, shall we? Here we go.
He's not done. Then he went to the Steven Tyler Grammy viewing party hosted by Zoe Dashnow. Zoe
Howard.
Zoe Dashnow.
And she was there with her boyfriend.
Reading it. He's at a party with Zoe Dashnow.
Hosted by Zoe Dashnow.
He has no idea what he's talking about.
Wow.
Oh, it's shocking to me that this is how the show goes.
69 IQ.
Yeah.
Zoe.
There it is.
Zoe
Howard.
Zoe, baby.
Chanel.
And she was there with her boyfriend. She's dating one of the Property twins. You know those twins on
Property Brothers. Yeah.
Property Brothers.
Property Brothers.
He was there.
What did Sammy perform at the John Bon Jovi event?
I'm trying to remember. I think it was Living on a Prayer, but I can't remember. It was one of the big.
Here you go. It's You Give Love a Bad Name.
Yeah. It was.
Sammy performed alongside guitarist Orianthe. She's super hot, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Show of hands. Who the fuck knows what he's talking about?
I'm lost. I'm utterly and absolutely lost. I have no idea what he's talking. Neither does he.
I mean,
he has no idea what he's talking about.
That's Orianthe. That's the girl who used to date Ricky Sambora, who plays
Corey.
Yeah.
Hi.
It kind of loops around. He must have been hiding in the back.
Okay. Sorry. Went on to the next clip. There's no way he knows who this is.
Oh, he absolutely has no idea who that is.
Met her at a party because he's asshole buddies with the other one. She almost looks not real.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oriana.
Ross Rapin going, how are ya?
How are ya?
How are ya?
Yeah, she looks a little bit like a blonde Lana Del Rey trying to be really sexy, but in real life she probably doesn't look that good.
Oh yeah, old Photoshop. It's all makeup and grunting.
It's all grunting.
Grunting.
So after that, Gary's talking about how he was working out at his hotel, or that he was at his hotel, and he couldn't believe that Ed Sheeran was staying at his hotel, and so he saw.
He's working out. Really?
Let's listen.
Wait. So where did he expect Ed Sheeran to stay on a park bench? I mean, I'm confused.
No, I guess. Well, sometimes all the stars stay at like the Ritz-Carlton,
right?
Or at,
Sure.
The Beverly Hills Hilton, whatever, and they don't stay where Gary stays, but apparently Ed Sheeran did. So let's listen to this stupidity, and then there's the weird Howard flex. I don't know why.
It kind of loops around. He must have been hiding in the back.
That's kind of a cool move, working out with bodyguards. It's tricky.
Listen, he I don't even know why this is even a conversation, but he just needed to let everybody know that he has in fact worked out with bodyguards, and there's no rhyme or reason for having this conversation at all.
It's
just have
tricky.
a flex.
I've actually done that, but I was single at the time and figured I could get laid that way. Or I'll see some dudes hovering.
What?
It's weird though, because the bodyguards are watching you work out. I've had a bodyguard watch me work out
Twice.
And it's embarrassing because I'm lifting 10 pounds and these guys are big and they're probably like, look at this douche.
Really? Why would you have bodyguards with you when you're working out? You massive douchebag. Like seriously, that is absolutely the douchiest move I think I've ever
Name one
heard.
scenario where Howard would be working out at a like public gym or
place.
whatever.
Unless he was working out in the gym in his building, which okay, if that's where you are.
I don't know.
You know, it's literally down the elevator and in a private door. I mean, so
he owns like 2 floors. He can't afford to have a
like he can work out at that weird hour when nobody's there, like 10 o'clock because everybody's at work. Like he can work out at like 2, you know?
I have
this
no
is the
words
same
for
guy
this.
that
This
was
is
getting manicures and with the
That a
Gilligan
bodyguard.
Island hat.
It was before he changed his
And then
suit.
that's embarrassing for him.
You know, then he was the $90 million man. So, you know, he's untouchable. I can afford that. I can afford private planes and I can afford bodyguards.
Yeah, it was Ronnie was the bodyguard.
Exactly.
So, you know, the part that's not true about the story is that he was single. That's the only part that's not true because he was.
It's so stupid. It's such a weird flex. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There's
I
no
mean,
scenario where that could have happened. There just isn't.
Oh no, he would do it, but it's just
no.
He's a massive douchebag, and
Hey,
he's so.
here,
Remember,
let's go back.
Wait. Remember, this is the guy that had 6 bodyguards at the AGT final when he was walking in the street to get a hot dog.
You know, I was thinking about that before, and I was
bodyguards.
really wanting to review the Benjamin version of that because it's just so delicious and so amazing. That would be a thing. Let me see. Howard Stern AGT farewell. Let's see if oh God, it was so ridiculous. I mean, if you guys haven't seen this, it's really something to behold. Seriously. But it's New York state of mind. I think that's what'll get us in trouble. So not really.
Oh yeah, definitely. Billy Troll he needs money.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me just get this up here for us. Give me a second.
We'll count the bodyguards.
Yeah, this is
Not me.
bullshit. You would never touch a goddamn hot dog.
Wait. Can we just stop for a second and just admire how bizarre he looks there?
He's a freak.
That's not his good side, remember?
He looks so
why he needs
bizarre.
bodyguards because
That's
he's
why
Marfan.
actually wrinkled.
The children are scared. They're like running away.
Jesus Christ.
Look at that hair. Christ. Bodyguard. Oh
Yeah.
my God. There's
Bodyguard.
3 in that shot.
Bodyguard.
4. There's 4 in that shot.
Bodyguard. Yes. That's exactly what you're looking at. Let me see if I can slow-mo it up.
How
Here,
many bodyguards do you need?
all of them. I need all of them.
4 of them.
Bodyguard.
Bodyguard. And there's one in the corner. That's a bodyguard too.
Oh
my
my
God.
God, look
What
at that.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
Hold on, let me take a picture of that.
It looks like the freeze frame from Captain Howdy in The Exorcist.
Jeez.
Oh my God, that looks like it's transitioning to something. What? Oh my, I'm gonna have nightmares now. Oh my God, that's a nightmare. It looks like Bat Boy.
God.
Remember the World News? That looks like Bat Boy.
For next 12 hours. Like that. And we just sign off and just leave that there.
Oh,
possible. Can we do that?
That's demonic.
This is my sleep paralysis demon.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. Oh Jesus.
That was a nice pause catch there, by the way.
Dude, they're redoing Nosferatu. Nothing. This couldn't even touch that, man.
No,
couldn't even touch this.
If you made a movie with a monster that looked like that, you wouldn't
That's
believe
too
it.
unrealistic.
Jesus, how
Look
scary.
at that.
Nothing can be that frightening.
Well, let's leave that for a second because let's just do the end of the show so we can finish off.
Thank you, Mike White.
Here we go.
All right. Anyway, I got to go. Rob, thank you.
English and Albanian.
I didn't know that. Good for her. I didn't know. She's hot, though. I'll tell you that. All right. We'll resume tomorrow. Paul Giamatti will be my guest next Wednesday. Billy Joel and soon John Cena. So there you go. And and thanks to Hyundai. The 20.
Hyundai must be sponsoring the show because there's just no.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, yeah. Well, remember, Hyundai has an OEM deal with Sirius for putting the radios in the
car
thing.
company. We've
They're
never
a big car company.
Ford or anyone else.
They're I mean, but Hyundai must be a little desperate right now.
Hyundai's the number one selling car in America behind Toyota. They're not desperate.
I don't know. This screams desperation.
No, I think what's happening for the new year for 2024, they're trying to get bigger name advertisers. And I think there's a push for this. So they're probably offering like really, really good discounts.
Rates, yeah, low rates.
And let us discuss that for a quick second because Xavier and I were talking about that this afternoon. Hold on, I just gotta
wait. Can I share something real quick?
Yeah.
You moved it.
Sure.
Never mind.
Just give me a second.
Okay.
We're talking about how much business Sirius does. And let's play the guessing game, everybody, without Googling and without looking. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So my first question for you is, we're talking about Spotify and how many subscribers Spotify has. So I want you guys to all guess how many subscribers does Spotify have?
100 million. Oh my God, it's Howard.
Okay, what?
100 million.
Okay. Xavier, do you remember the number or you want to guess?
What was that?
How many subscribers?
Spotify has like 50 million. And,
okay.
Howard has 31.
Holy, are you serious?
Game.
Fuck.
236 million
Spotify
premium.
Boasts 236 million premium subscribers.
Jesus.
Okay. How many does YouTube Music have? The one
all right. Probably 150 million.
YouTube, very
100.
good. YouTube has hit 100 million subscribers. YouTube Premium and YouTube Music. How many does Apple have? Apple Music.
Crapple, probably. Well, they were early, so probably 100. They probably have 150, 200. No, 200.
28 million
That's it?
subscribers.
Really?
How many does Sirius have?
31 million.
34 million. They are the lowest. Look at Spotify running circles around these guys.
The news this morning was that Spotify actually gained
Yes,
customers over the last quarter of last year versus Sirius was just freaking bleeding customers.
But pay more people to be on there.
So Sirius, not only are they bleeding from Sirius, but it's the
Rick, we have
what they buy Stitcher.
Yes, Stitcher, Pandora
is bleeding it's terminal bleeding. It's dying. It literally is dying at this point. And it's amazing how bad.
Exactly, Frank.
It's amazing how bad the company is going. And I did a thread on it because Jennifer Nitwit.
6.2 million.
That's it. They're dead. They're basically dead at this point. They're no longer a company. They're dead. 6.2 is nothing.
From yesterday probably has more.
Oh, absolutely. That's embarrassing. I mean, seriously.
Embarrassing.
That is embarrassing. You're no longer a company. You can't be a digital music company.
Active users, but they're not paying.
They're not paying, so it doesn't matter.
So when you compare that to Spotify, who has 602 million, but 236 million of those are
premium.
Premium.
And they went up 4%, and Sirius shrank. Sirius shrank over 1%.
Sure, go ahead and pay $100 million for the Jason Bateman one.
Why?
Yeah.
Spotless.
I mean, I don't even
They're
understand
literally
that
just
because
throwing money at and hoping
they're
something
little.
sticks.
It's this is a money laundering operation. Has to be.
Has
There's
to
no
be.
other way it can be described.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Let's see. How many subscribers Joe Rogan? Let's see.
Joe Rogan crushes him. I mean, it's not even funny.
14.9 million. Listen, this is paid subscribers. I don't even.
Howard doesn't have that many.
Total
Not even close.
3 billion.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't even think there is a number for Howard.
There is none. Thousands.
According to statistics.com, let's see. Hold on. Got to put the Harry Carries on. Regular.
The ball game.
Well, it's very difficult to determine exact listener numbers, of course. Stern's audience likely has decreased in recent months, according to Statista. Subscribers to SiriusXM Radio peaked in late 2019 at around 35 million, and that number has since fallen to around 34. That's not a big drop, but it's important to consider that SiriusXM subscriber numbers went up every year from 2011 until 2019. So it's noteworthy that their subscriber base is no longer growing. Meanwhile, Joe Rogan's podcast has been causing controversy on Spotify and several. But it doesn't tell us. It doesn't tell us how many the numbers.
No, it's just a horrible clickbait article. Well, the thing is, he must have a few listeners because they just paid him $200 million.
They just paid him a lot of money.
They paid him a lot of money, and then let him do whatever he wants. So,
hey, you know what though? Tomorrow, I hear Sirius is going to announce that they've purchased BearShare.
No.
And LimeWire.
Oh my God.
You're kidding, right?
I'll resubscribe now.
Oh, okay.
Howard's audience remains in the millions.
I'm sorry, the 90s.
What is who?
Streaming place.
Howard's audience remains in the millions. According to Sirius Satellite Radio had 600,000 subscribers prior to Howard's move.
Howard has hundreds of listeners. Hundreds. There's hundreds.
I'll give him thousands. No, I'll give him
a few thousand, but not tens. Not tens of thousands.
I'll give him tens of thousands.
No, I wouldn't even give him that many. No, you can't find. You can't find a listener.
No statistics. There's no proof. There's just no proof. There's nothing. There's nothing that tells us anything.
You know what my proof is? I walk around and I try to, I ask people about it, and they look at me like he's still doing something. Yeah.
He's still relevant.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our show for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'll leave you with something beautiful that will.
Let's just sign off and leave that there. Can we do that? And just it'll be like, like we see that Earth from the space station was just like 24-hour feed.
You hear me thumping around upstairs, the dog running, but it'll still adjust.
We should probably have a photo contest with that because.
Oh, I love that.
And then put it on Twitter and tag Stern Show.
I do love that idea.
I want Howard to see this.
You
Howard to see this.
There's a couple of people that wanted to see the calendar. We decided it's so silly and so delicious that we don't want to watch it again until next week. Okay, so you have to tune in on like Monday or Tuesday to listen or just establish the calendar as one of the crazy. And it's so funny when we got off air. I think Xavier said, you know what that calendar is? It's what would you call it? Evidence? What'd you call it?
Exhibit A.
Exhibit A.
That was pretty funny. All right, so that's it for tonight. Tomorrow we have Paul Giamatti, and I mean, do we care? Really? Not really.
No, not at all.
But yeah, that should make the listening easy, and thank God for the 15-second fast forward is back, so that makes everything better. Yeah, that's all we got, and we will see you anon. So farewell.
Yes,
Thank you for playing with us tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. God, I keep reminding me because I would just really blow it off.
So yeah, my video is almost done.
Not done yet. Okay.
It's coming, but I'll be dropping it right after the end of the show. It should be coming out. It's a good one. It's a news one. So,
what's it called?
This one's on what's really going on at Dodge by with Stellantis and their product lineup. It's actually kind of fascinating. Come to a weird conclusion.
Stellantis. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's a little. I've come to an interesting conclusion no one else has. Very fascinating.
Stick with DJ's Classic Garage, and you will learn about what is going on with everything you ever wanted to know about, well, Dennis, and about Mopars and cars that he loves. All right? All right?
Thank you.
See you in... Hey guys, thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any further discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so you know when we're doing a new show. Thanks.